What? Filters. Edit filters. I'm better now. I'm better. I'm better now.
Things have gotten
Cool.
so much worse for Jack after his ex-girlfriend sat for 5 hours in 2 different interviews going through the extremely alarming reality of being in business with Jack. And this ranges from pressuring her into doing OF.
Alright, open up Streamlabs. Bam. Alright, but thank you. Dashing Chase. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. Thank you for the save.
To getting her hooked on stimulants, to literally putting her life at risk for content.
But yeah, to sum up, we're reacting to Jack Doherty. If you don't know who he is the biggest he's the person to make fun of on Twitch. If you're not making fun of Jack Doherty for weeks. You've been trying to watch my stream for weeks? What? Are you in the Discord? Hey, join the Discord. If you're having issues and you're missing content, don't worry. They're always on my YouTube, and a lot of stuff gets posted on Discord. A lot of it will be on the VOD on YouTube, too, so if you ever do miss... Here, let me invite you personally. Alright, but yeah.
And
well, welcome in. How's it going?
Maybe,
Thank you for dropping in.
Back, respond to it.
Thank you for the support.
Even lay low after dropping something like that. I guess.
Wait, I'm not even just. Would you like the invite? Good sir. Well, it's on my About Me. It's on my About Me. Let me know the link is invalid or not.
Break into TwitchCon without a badge and harass other streamers, and even steal someone's microphone, then have a public meltdown afterwards. I don't know. The whole thing just doesn't make sense.
Nirvana looking at you. The face of that shirt looks like your face on your face.
What?
You can't let me speak, you idiot. Go ahead. What can you speak?
Man, if you're gonna be insulting someone, at least come up with a good insult.
On that one. You got
And all of that just happened in like the last 2 weeks. But I mean, overall, it's safe to say that Jack has had a rough couple of years. But considering his track record, we all know the worst thing that's ever going to happen to Jack is the next thing that's about to happen to him. Because somehow...
That is the fucking realest sentence I ever heard in my life. If that's not one way to describe Jack fucking Doherty, I don't know what is. It is so bad of a reputation he's made. I honestly think his reputation is just bad as Onision's. I think he actually managed to pull off having a worse rep than Onision. For fucking sure.
Things just keep getting worse. So, what happened? McKinley, who is Jack's ex-girlfriend, appeared on Camila Arroyo's podcast for a 2-part episode that spanned like...
As a heads up, I have no clue who either one of these people is. I have no clue about their content. I don't know what they make. I just know McKinley has an OF, which if you don't know what that is, that type stuff.
5 hours.
Usually. There's
Do I
actually
wish I could get those 5
non-adult
hours
content
back?
on there,
Yes.
surprisingly.
So please drop a like on this video because I don't know if my brain cells will ever
Cooking
recover.
over
But in this
OF1.
podcast, they go through the entire story of the 2 years that her and
Gooning.
Jack were together, from the moment they met to their final days as a couple. Now, right from the start, McKinley paints this picture of herself as some innocent church girl from Georgia who got swept up into Jack's world without understanding what she was getting into.
She came in and she basically told me, hey, my friends from Florida are in LA. They were wondering if you would like to film a video. At the time, I didn't know who Jack was. I took that as an opportunity. I was like, you know what, like, I'll film a little video, like, sounds fun.
Come on with 67.
And at the time, I also didn't really understand
okay.
the whole, like, only aspect of it. I assumed, you know, people have their content houses. That was
That's
something
interesting, you know? Okay. I actually never seen Mr. Beast Squid's games. I heard a lot of cool shit actually happened during all that. So I should actually watch that one these days. Who knows? They could probably be on Reaction Mondays.
was very popular at that time especially, so I was assuming this is a group of people, they're from Florida and they're having so much fun, like as friends, they film videos together, that's their way of making their income. I realized that the way they did make their money was through and that was something that I didn't judge them for. That was something I knew that I didn't want to do for myself. And like at that time, my parents, I'm from Georgia, very conservative.
Okay.
I grew up conservative. I grew up in church.
Yeah, okay. So, however, even though she can...
Okay, so let you guys know, for some reason, YouTube does not like the word OnlyFans or OFs. So a lot of the bleeping that's going to happen, or those moments of silence, is an awkward editing out the word OnlyFans. So to keep you guys updated with this play-by-play.
Considered a victim throughout this whole story. Maybe even potentially Jack's biggest victim in recent time. It's important to emphasize two things. Number one, she's been separated from Jack for months now. And if this lifestyle was
How
really
old
so
was she?
morally conflicting for her, if she truly went...
Like, if
against
she was,
everything-
like, my age and she fell for this trap... Drink up? Hold on. Are you part of this dehydrate fucking train of just forcing water down my throat and my gullet? I'm not getting the notification on Steam Labs. Ah, yep, nope, I just got it. Yeah, son of a bitch.
she believed in, you would think, you know, that she would step away from this life, maybe shut down the OF account. Then on top of that, she pretty much only surrounds herself publicly with other people in this industry. She went on date.
Ugh. But I think matters on the age, right? If this chick is 25 and she fell for half of these traps, that's on her. I hate to be like that, but how delusional can a person be in a time of, hey, I'm getting like this very mental, like you're in this very mental hellhole, right? You're putting yourself in there willingly putting yourself in there, but you're gonna do nothing about it, you know?
Dates with another streamer to promote her OF, and then I guess is like dropping these tell-all interviews on one of the biggest OF influencers podcast. So I don't know. I feel like it's kind of important to take all of this with a grain of salt. This very much
Yeah,
so seems a
for
little bit
sure.
like a crabs in a bucket moment. Oh, and I almost forgot.
Oh, you don't know what happened to the cat
I also
headphones?
covered
Oh,
how
hold on.
McKinley
Hold on. I gotta show you real quick. I posted a video on it on YouTube. Here, I'll show you what happened. Detour. Rip the legend.
Don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead.
Rest in peace. Yep, in the move, that piece that connects to the PC broke.
Rest in peace, man. We lost a real one.
Yeah, we lost the best fucking pair of headphones. Yeah, I know. The fucking best pair of headphones I ever had. Ironically, cat femboy ones. Fucking ironically. And they're not cheap. They are not cheap. My cousin bought me that, and they were like $90 pair of headphones. Yeah, they are not cheap. It's crazy, actually.
I guess, or she promoted her OF using kids.
What? I'm sorry. This is actually very recent too. This look. I have a new roommate coming in. I actually took my roommate's old room. That's why we have a backdrop. We're actually gonna have decorations back here. And I like to, when I move or someone moves in, I like to, new start, right? But I'm liking the bald look right now. I kind of pulling off both a little bit. So for sure I'm gonna, like this year, like last year my hair was long, right? So this year I actually might keep it shaved and short. Kind of switch it up a little bit.
On her Instagram and TikTok content.
But, I'm sorry. I came into him saying she's using children to promote her OnlyFans. Hold the fucking phone.
I almost forgot. One of the last times I covered Jack, I also covered how McKinley used, I guess, or she promoted her OF using kids on her Instagram and TikTok content. So, again.
No. Oh my god, what?
If this was so morally conflicting, why is she still doing this kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's actually insane. What? No, nah.
Would you rather have this girl or this Urus?
Why is she still doing this kind of stuff?
Would you rather
That kid should not be worrying about what?
have this girl or this Urus?
He should not be worried about Uruses, right? He should be worrying about V-Bucks, playing Fortnite. This is a 12-year-old. I'm not... There's no way in hell this kid's 16, at least. Even still... Dude.
I'm taking that Urus.
Urus?
Yep.
All right. Would you rather have this girl or this McLaren?
Clara.
McLaren? Oh, okay. All right. Well, sorry. All right. Would you rather have this girl or this?
This is sickening. This is legitimately sickening. Why the fuck are you using a legitimate child, a minor, not the profession, to promote your OF? This chick and Jack Doherty's need... Their hard drive needs to be checked. That's insane. That's fucking insane.
Blue Lambo.
Lambo.
Still?
Still.
No shit, Sherlock. He doesn't understand what your fucking Arby's... Dumb bitch. He does not even understand what your Arby's sandwich means. He just understands car cool. It's a 12-year-old, maybe. He's a teen. Of course he's picking the car. He's not going to pick your Arby's used sandwich.
Good enough for you?
No.
Oh my god.
No, you dumb bitch.
Gosh.
And then there was
What are you expecting? Yeah, baby, let me get some of that Arby's meat.
also that whole mess of making up stories about dating Mr. Beast for clout.
Who's the most famous person you've done it with?
I actually only.
I'm sorry. This video's
About
taking turns
dating
after
Mr.
turn.
Beast for clout.
Who's the most famous person you've done it with?
I actually only have one body, and it was Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
That's insane. She's actually claiming Mr. Beast gave her the Arby's sandwich. Gave him the good old foot long. That's
There's
insane.
No way.
Yeah, he's like my only body, but I mean,
Bullshit, by the way. Bullshit. You're OnlyFans model, and you're trying to claim that only your only body is not just a big fucking media influencer. It's the big media influencer, right? And also welcome to Discord. But yeah, not only... What do you mean, jerk tubers? Okay, that was actually a good one. But even if it was true... Like, why even bring that up? Like, who the fuck cares, right?
I have herpes now.
Whole mess of making up stories about dating Mr. Beast for clout.
Who's the most famous person you've done it with?
I actually only have one body, and it was Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Chester!
There's no way.
Yeah, he's like my only body, but I mean, I have herpes now.
Are you kidding me?
She can't say that. That's insane. What's crazy is, too, the crazy trap, like, the defamation money, like, that's defamatory, straight up, if that's fake, right? But if Mr. Like, it's chump change to Mr. Beast going for the lawsuit, but if he actually goes for the lawsuit on this, people actually think it's true. for how big he is if he did it. That's insane. It's actually insane that he's that big too, right? Like, he's so big, if he went to against someone like deflammatory, people will assume it's true. For sure. Oh, but this bitch is insane.
Really unleashed the beast.
Yeah, he unleashed my beast.
There's just so much stuff that's just so unbelievably stupid.
He really unleashed my beast. She actually said that. That was... That's both... It's cringe funny. Okay.
Stupid and pathetic that has gone into her marketing and whole content style. So, again, this is why I just take everything with a grain of salt from all these people. Because so much of the stuff they do is just outright disgusting. And I guess you could argue that a lot of that was recorded while she was being managed by Jack's OF management company. But still, at the end of the day, she was the one who sat there and recorded. So again, nobody is completely innocent here. But even with all that said, it doesn't mean that what she revealed isn't worth analyzing, because honestly, most of it is pretty disturbing, and a lot of it lines up with what people have been speculating about Jack for years. So
speculating. Let's be honest, if you have to speculate half of what Jack's doing, you're just not paying attention to what Jack does openly.
In the beginning. And pretty quickly,
like, half of these things should not be surprised what's probably going to be revealed, right?
This idea that Jack made her feel special and cared for her, but then, in the same breath...
When I came back from Vegas, why I kept giving him chance after chance, even though I was kind of seeing things that were crossing, you know, boundaries that I would have never let happen in a normal relationship. But again, this is not normal because...
Ignore that. But I want to talk about their setup. This is the coziest interview room I've ever seen.
And that was something that I actually
I'm kind of jealous.
He was providing an illusion that he cared for me and that he was a genuine caring person that, you know, wanted the best for me. He was also providing me a life that I had never had seen before. You know, in Miami, I'm 20 years old. I had never been to a bar or a club or like seeing these boats. Like, it was something that was
right. This is the comfiest interview setup ever. That's actually nice.
That was an exciting moment.
Yeah, she admitted the main reason she tolerated his behavior wasn't necessarily the love or loyalty. She says even though she did fall in love with Jack at first for the illusion of the nice guy that he was providing, the main reason she always kept coming back was the lifestyle.
The money! The money! She keeps coming back for that moolah! Now I have coins all over to pick up. But for reals, that's sad. That's sad. Like, again, maybe it's hard to say if any of this can be relatable because they're not revealing what age when this all happened with her, right? Like, if she's, like, really young 20s, 20, 21, she just says she's never been in bars. So I'm assuming, she was in a very... Well, she kind of says she was a strict household, but just because you're in a strict conservative household doesn't mean you go out drinking. If anything, in my personal experience, that means you do go out drinking. So she's probably started this while 19, let's be honest. And that's, like, she fell for that illusion of money so hard, and that sucks. That does suck, for sure.
Now, this is where...
But, oh my god, my Gucci bag.
Things get sketchy. Because, according to McKinley, every girl in that house is locked into an ironclad NDA. And these basically forbid them from discussing their financial arrangements with Jack. She says that Jack takes a significant portion...
Isn't that illegal? Like, here in the United States, I don't know where you guys are from, we have a right, there's actually federal law where we can talk about our payments, how much we get paid, stuff like that. You cannot sign a contract, it'd be automatically null and void, saying we cannot... Let's say you enter a company, they make you sign a contract saying you can't talk about your pay. Doesn't matter how well worded the contract is, they can't enforce it because it's practically against federal law, and obviously you can't sign a contract that goes against federal law, right? Like, for example, if you have a contract and it says, I'm gonna stab babies. I can do it because of this contract says I can stab 1 baby a month. That's not how that works.
Portion of their OF earnings, but nobody can actually say how much because that would be breaking the agreements. And if you break those agreements, that could mean lawsuits.
A few weeks pass. I'm still doing
So that's
my things.
weird.
I'm getting sent, clothes, and I'm modeling the clothes.
Again, that's for sure weird. And a big red flag. I'm kind of surprised she stayed this long, but granted age, I don't know.
And I'm doing brand deals. I remember one of the girls had a conversation with him and just said, what value does she bring to you? She brings no value. She makes you no money. She was like, all she does is take selfies and she's around the house and she does this. She's unemployed. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't make you any money. That's when I started piecing together that they make money from only, but he also takes a large chunk. And I never knew what chunk of money was taken because he has everyone on NDAs. They were unable to talk about it, but also at the same time, I did have a lot of the girls
Kind of picking up the coins as I'm watching
business
this.
side of things, and they would just tell me how unhappy they are with the contract that they're in.
So you essentially have a full house of young women who can't legally discuss their own income arrangements. And honestly, that doesn't really sound like a content house. That sounds like a different kind of house.
Yeah, I was about to make that joke. Yeah, sounds like a cult house. Or a hoe house. Bunch of hoes.
And the word that keeps coming up in the discussions about this is how this is all predatory. And honestly, when you're using legal documents to silence people about the money they're earning, that label could fit. And McKinley also revealed that Jack basically gave her an ultimatum at one point. Either join OnlyFans and sign his contracts or pack her bags and bail out. And despite her moral conflicts, she decided to sign that dotted
Moral. At that point, if you have to promote if you have to promote your OnlyFans using a child, I'm sorry, you had no morals. You ran out of morals, lady.
line.
You let
I'll
the
never
greed
forget
get
this
to
night.
you.
Michelle walked
For
into
sure.
the bathroom I was in. I was by myself. She basically told me, listen, don't freak out. Jack really wants you to start OnlyFans. And he said that there's no reason for you guys to be together if you're not helping. When he realized he didn't have the control over me, he realized that he did need to create an ultimatum for me. And that was hard for me. And he knew that. He knew what I felt and how I felt about him and the whole situation. And I cried and I was like, I just need to talk to him. I was thinking, if I go and talk to him and just say, this is how I feel about this, he'll respect it again. And if he sends me home and doesn't want to be with me because of this, I guess it is what it is. But I didn't want to lose that. And that was what I was prioritizing. It wasn't what I could make on OnlyFans. No idea. I just knew that I really liked this guy and that.
Did you like this guy or did you just like what he was providing? Right? She's I understand people. I'm not the best at understanding emotions, I guess, but she just fell in love with this guy really fucking fast, right? There's one thing of liking a guy, seeing potential being there forever with him, but she's like, I want to be with you forever. Are you saying that because of, you like him as a person? Two hosts talking shit to a piece of shit in reality, That's exactly the best way to describe it. And again, I have zero. Oh, hey, a bullet. 9 mil. I have no issues with people who do OnlyFans, right? I respect it. You do you. I'm fine with that, right? But, come on, you guys have brains. The second you have someone who says you can't discuss your income with each other, if you do, you will get a lawsuit. Even though that's against regular USA relegations, right? Maybe it's because it's a private company, maybe? But yet again, a private company can't enforce. It's still a company.
He was such a safety blanket for me, I felt like.
Now, this next.
Okay, I love how. She said pretty much like I said. She liked what he provided, not him. She just said that at the end, pretty much, with that safety blanket comment.
This part is where things go from sketchy to concerning, because McKinley tells us about Jack's addiction to prescription stimulants.
back of my mind because I'm a you and you'd sacrifice
Why is he dressed like this?
everyone else for me. But it's like, it's okay. Only I have to know that. How many points you do? How many, Mom, what the fucking lie, dog? I don't take pills, bro. Mom, I don't do anything. I leave my goggles on, bro.
Mom, you know I love you.
Mom, that's not funny. You have to go now. You're the best, but, dog, you're cool. Okay, I'm going. Bye. I love you, Mom.
And it gets worse.
Why did it zoom in on his boner?
Best, but, dog.
That's a boner. I can see the bulge, buddy. Horny alert!
Dog, you're cool. Okay, I'm going. Bye. I love you, Mom.
And it gets worse, because according to McKinley, Jack was constantly taking these prescription stimulants to maintain his insane content schedule. And when she asked him how he kept up with everything, he told her that he was using these pills and suggested that she should use them too. Apparently, he also said that she would be...
That is the brightest, reddest flag a person can do with their partner. Anyone watching, I have a decent amount of people actually watching. Holy shit, I got 7 viewers. Cheers 0. Well, thank you for the cheers, though. But my money would be like... But, thank you for the cheer. Thank you for the air. But, if your partner is doing drugs, right, and you're a understanding, caring partner, and you are okay with the drugs they're taking, but they're going, hey, take these too. You don't love me if you don't. Don't stay in that relationship.
way more successful if she used them. And
that
since she
is
felt pressured to be
fucking
whatever Jack
red
wanted
as
her
flag.
to be, she started taking them regularly.
I also want to say the second I signed
That sucks.
to
She
him,
falls for that.
disrespect started showing. He was not as respectful as he was in the beginning. Never went on dates. We never did anything like how we did in the past. He was strictly just content. So I was like,
Same,
how do
bro.
you keep
I'm
up
on my
with
content grind.
all of this stuff. I'm exhausted. How do you continue to do this? And he was like, it's like, you should try. He was like, you will be successful. I'm not proud of it at all, but I had a horrible addiction dating him. Also, it's like when Jack's face is somewhere, I was always there. I had to keep up with him without that substance. And when I did
that's
that,
probably
I felt
insane.
more motivated. I'm not on it anymore, thankfully, but that ruined my life. I couldn't function without it.
And
That
honestly, people
ruined your
really
life.
talking
Okay.
about how dangerous stimulants can be for your heart and brain, especially taking them when you don't medically require them. That is a slippery slope. I've
Yeah.
had friends my age go into heart failure because of medically prescribed stimulants. I've also had friends who've completely destroyed their relationships with people because they become so robotic and neglect their loved ones. But stimulant use is unfortunately incredibly normal now, and you see it with a bunch of creators, streamers, and any other high-paying jobs that require long hours of focus.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like
I wouldn't be
like,
surprised that the animation business, like, is ran by these type of drugs, right? Is ran by Addy and stuff. Like, I would not be surprised.
some people will use whatever they can do to give themselves an advantage. But also in life, there's no real such thing as a free lunch, because they definitely come with awful...
What? What? Huh?
side effects if you're not careful. But continuing in the story,
That would be crazy if you pull that off.
every
But you don't
morning
have to, bro.
before she could even eat breakfast, she would take these prescription
okay.
medications because they needed to immediately go downstairs
Dashing Chase is
and
plotting.
start filming content. According to her, there was no time for food, and Jack allegedly hated it when people would stop to eat anyway.
When he did it, I would do it every morning before.
And
Wait,
Jack
really?
allegedly hated it when people would stop to eat anyway. According to her,
What?
there was no time for
Dude, Jack is... Jack is sounding like a worse boss by the second. Holy shit.
food, and Jack allegedly hated it when people would stop to eat anyway.
When he did it, I would do it every morning before I could even eat breakfast. I did it because we needed to go downstairs and film as soon as we woke up. We had no time to eat. He hated when people ate. He would get mad at people when we were eating and saying we were wasting time. We needed to focus on content. We're taking too long to eat. So I went through a very long period with just not...
Bitch. Why are you eating a motherfucking McChicken when you should be at a motherfucking McGangbang, motherfucker? Now take this Adderall so you can take that pipe
and make me money.
That's Jack. Like, to the T.
eating and just waking up and taking.
So now we're looking at a situation where Jack isn't just allegedly abusing stimulants himself, he's allegedly getting young women around him dependent on it so they can maintain the content production schedule and keep up with their output. And honestly, if this is true, that's pretty dark. McKinley says that she's clean now, but admits the addiction destroyed her life while she was living there. And honestly, that explains so much about the manic energy that we see coming out of that house.
Probably within a couple hours.
My videos on
I might do some Apex.
Was completely out of it. And yeah,
we'll see how I'm feeling.
Turns out they might have been right. So at some point during
Mondays are usually a reaction day, so gaming is not guaranteed.
But we already knew that part. Like, it happened when Jack was drifting.
But the Apex worms are remembering it now. I want to play some Apex.
Seat. And eventually, the cart flipped over. But what we didn't know, until now at least, that none of that was an accident. Allegedly, Jack flipped the cart on purpose, right on top of his girlfriend, just to farm clips and content online.
But some of but
that's allegedly, for sure.
Not everything was caught on camera. That's
a big allegedly too.
Were filmed when I didn't even want them to be filmed. A lot of
because how do you tip a cart on purpose perfectly?
Events, one of them being he flipped an entire golf cart on top of me on purpose, and it was for a clip. I know that because he was trying his best to flip it, and you can see in the footage the only thing that he was looking for was the camera to see if they got it.
And it doesn't stop there, because when McKinley insisted that he would take her to the hospital, Jack had other plans because he wanted to go on a yacht with Antonio Brown. So
bitch, you want to go to the hospital after you're gang blast by the cart? Well, guess what? Fuck you. I'm gonna snort the Adderall. And we're going to a yacht.
Her medical attention, that wasn't exactly the top of his priority list. They eventually got into an Uber and
look at me stretch, you motherfucker.
And when Jack showed up later on, he brought his camera with him. You know, because there's nothing like farming your girlfriend's medical emergency for content.
I was in so much pain. He thought it was not that big of a deal. He was just
thanks for the stretch, though.
Getting the good clip and seeing it on TikTok, not making sure I was okay. I knew I needed to go to the hospital, but he had prior obligations to go on a yacht with Antonio Brown, so it wasn't a priority. So I end up Ubering back to the house, not to the hospital. I was like, well, maybe if I go to the house, I'll feel better. I'll get a heat pad. When I'm on the way in the Uber and I'm sitting upright, I'm realizing like this is bad. And I walk into the house. Everyone.
Well, yeah, you got motherfucking.
And we're like, we need to go.
Blasted by a cart. What do you think?
When I went, Jack had met me there and he had a camera and he was filming me. I was so embarrassed because I'm like, I'm in the hospital. You're filming all of these things. He was like, you're the baddest one in the hospital. And I was like, I'm just not in the mood for this.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear. He doesn't take that she's actually injured seriously at all. But somehow, it gets so much worse.
Bitch, are you injured?
During one of these
are you just hungry?
In Compton, McKinley was apparently too frightened to leave the van and join Jack and the crew on stream. So she stayed inside in the van while Jack went to do whatever things he wanted to do for the content. And while she was alone in the car, someone approached with a weapon and robbed her.
I told them, I was like, I think I'm gonna stay in the car. I don't feel safe going out there. The last time I was out there, we had heard gunshots. I'm like, I can't do this. They're like, okay, well, we'll give you the keys. I'm gonna lock the door. They get out. I tried to tell them just to not go because I really genuinely felt like something bad was gonna happen. And that's where I'm like, always trust your gut. They leave.
Yeah.
I had the keys in my hand and the light was on in the Sprinter van. This is like a big like party bus looking thing. Like we were not hiding anywhere. Like we were in a party bus. And I was sitting in my seat and I remember looking up and making eye contact with two guys in shite.
Can we talk about how cool it should be to have a party bus? I would die for a party bus.
And I was like, oh, I hope they can't see me. The lights are on in here. I need to figure out how to turn the lights off. So I get up. Yeah, I get up. I turn the lights off, and then I go in the
and I get up.
So I'm not like near the windshield and they can't see through. And I just laid down. I'm hearing helicopters. I'm hearing gunshots. I'm hearing fireworks. I'm hearing every type of thing. Freaking out. So much anxiety. And then I hear the car door open. I pop my head up. And I'm like, okay, everyone's back. Like, finally time to go. When I looked up from the seat.
And she looked up and it was Elmo. Elmo, what's your fucking money? This is not a threat. Wait, I shouldn't pull that out. Stay there.
I make eye contact with the guy. I'd never seen before, any surgical mask. Like, it wasn't the two guys in shiesties that I had seen. It was a guy with a bag, a gun, and a blue surgical mask with gloves. And I looked at him.
That's
and
healthy
said,
to bump
"Who's in
into."
this party bus?" I didn't think he knew I was in there. So when I popped up and like made eye contact with him, I thought maybe it would spook him and that he would like get out. And then I saw him hop over the seat.
And Jack's response when they got back into the van was he didn't want to stop filming or streaming. And because of that, we have this exact clip.
What'd they do? What the f***, bro? Wait, what'd he do? Wait, did he take your stuff? He took your purse? McKinley, where's the key?
This guy is serious, cares more about content and then being there for a person. This is just sad. Wow. The actual fact that Jack Doherty still has a platform. I hate to say this because I don't think anyone should be deplatformed. But this is a good example of we allow a little too much, you know? Also, window capture. There we go. There's a little piece missing.
So it's just crazy that, you know, everything in Jack's life is just content. Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't have anything serious here. And the
He
interview
actually
also
gives a
pointed out
fuck
that
more
Jack's
about
consistent
content
use
than
of, just
his
hitting is
supposed to be his
essentially just
girlfriend.
him gaslighting and manipulating people. I think one of the first times it was pointed out.
She's a pretty
was
girl
by
too, and
Pac
that's
God,
really sad.
Because Pac God confronts Jack about constantly saying ridiculous things, then immediately following it up by, "Nah, I'm just kidding."
What? Because why not? No, I'm kidding.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you is that like a trick?
I'm kidding. Stop.
No, okay, Jack, come on, man, come on. Just how about you just say it, but then stand by it?
Jack.
Okay. I can't judge this too hard. I can't judge that too hard. I do the exact same thing. I cannot judge too hard. Like, not like in the case of like, how do I go about this? If I know the someone decently well enough, I can make the joke, no issue, without going just kidding, right? But if I have a dark sense of humor. I really do. I have a dark, messed up, twisted sense of humor. I say unhinged shit. I know what I am, right? I'm not going to deny my sense of humor, what I am. But what I am going to say, though, at least, is I try to stand by it all the time, like, as a joke. And it's clear to say no when someone's joking or not. But there's so many people who have a hard time differentiating the two, specifically when meeting someone new. There's been times where I meet someone new, not even know them for a few days, and I'll be making some dark jokes already. So obviously I'm kidding, right? You know, like, just so they understand that. Obviously, after knowing them for like a good month, I would stop doing that, I would say. Maybe a little bit longer, matters how well we vibe. But, yeah. So I can't hate on that too much, but I guess it matters on the context, right? Like, imagine if I say, "You dumb whore, get ready, get to your Mick gangbang. I need money, I need bread, I need a clash of new McCarran. You dumb Arby's sandwich pussied bitch." Just kidding. I love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between that being like, "You smell like fucking broccoli that got molded, and then a fucking anteater jizzed all over it." You know?
Essentially just uses this as a get out of free jail card, so it lets him say whatever toxic thing he wants to on his mind, and then if someone gets upset about it, he can just flip around and be like, "Ah, no, you're the problem for not taking this joke." And I don't think anyone close to Jack had ever spoken publicly about it before, like McKinley or Camilla here, I guess.
Anything he said to you was followed by "just kidding," so just in case you retaliated, it was "holy, you're insane." Yeah. Like,
Jack.
You're a crazy.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the McLaren accident. Yeah, that's a legendary moment. I think that's what really brought him to the spotlight. Like, people know he's been a dumbass for years, but I think that was the big moment where people see his for sure psychopathic tendencies. Because didn't he give more fucks that he crashes McLaren versus like he did it on purpose, isn't it? Like, he practically crashed it on purpose for content. You know, he's speeding during a rainy highway on the phone for a call, driving and texting. Yeah, he did on purpose. Let's be honest.
And I was just kidding.
That's what was always.
I literally think we need to right now add in a compilation of every time he has said just kidding. He says the most vile and we'll go.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'll bend over. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, see, I wouldn't ever joke about that. Like, specifically, like, I would go up to my friends and be like, yeah, yo, nice tits, bro. Hey, homegirl, you got a fat ass. Right? Specifically, I'm friends with them. But I think there's a difference between me and him in this regards of, like, I'll say it to people I know enough to know I'm joking. Right? I'm not going to say this to, like, girls. And I don't manage OnlyFans, too. So, little fact, too, I kind of have a little advantage of not being known as a woman user, quite literally.
No, I'm kidding.
Just a little.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm kidding, bro. You're so hot. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Shut up. I'm kidding, bro. I just don't want her talking. No, I'm kidding. Shotty, your friend. Shia. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And the reason it comes across as manipulative is because he just doesn't take accountability for the things he does and says. He just uses it as a blanket term to deflect. Then things get very sad because at some point during their relationship, McKinley got pregnant. She took a test, it came back positive, took another one to confirm, and then had that overwhelming realization that her life could change forever now.
Good, it is.
Jack, he apparently was
They didn't have it
at all. McKinley says that he also wasn't excited about starting a family or beginning a new chapter in their lives as parents. Apparently, his first reaction was to get excited about how much money they were going to make.
I go downstairs and Jack is outside. And
That's such an opposite of life. Imagine you get excited for how much money you're going to make from a baby. Every other reaction, like, obviously, you know, parents are excited they're going to have a parent, and then they realize, fuck, that's going to be expensive as shit. This guy's on a whole nother level of douchery where he's like, dude, I can make money off this baby without selling its organs. Like, it's crazy.
I was like, Jack, I need to
Maybe he did.
talk to you. And I told him, and he didn't seem surprised whatsoever. He was like, W. He literally was.
I'm sorry, but that is a great reaction. I'm American. I'm crying. I'm honestly crying over that. Just imagine. I'm sorry, but just imagine, baby, I have something to tell you. My husband, his boyfriend got me pregnant. W, dude.
Excited over the fact that we were going to make the most money we have ever made in our lives. It wasn't because he was excited to have a baby with me and have a family and start a new era. It was,
which is sad.
Gosh, we're going to start a family YouTube channel and you're going to make so much money when you're pregnant and you have a pregnant belly. I remember looking at him and I was like, Jack, you do not realize if this is happening, I'm done. I'm not doing that. And I don't want to be on social media, and we need to change our lives.
So that was a thing that allegedly happened, I guess. So being with Jack seems like it was nothing short of hell. Like a short man syndrome stimulant addict.
I don't want to talk about what probably happened to the baby.
Parents.
That'll probably be a little devastating.
Dollars exploiting young women. And I say questionable parents with absolute certainty because near the end of the second part of the interview.
Oh, shit. Okay, Anna Dorothy. So I'm assuming this is Jack's mother. Hold on. I'm against abortion. How could you? Oh, she got aborted. I was your agent and poor. I'm not having money. Like, yeah, poor dog. Yeah, that's just sad. You fucking let that criminal always gonna be. Jesus Christ! You always want to be blank with me. You always want to be always blank. You're fucking blank blank. You're a piece of blank 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 to blank the baby. Anna, why are you saying these things to me? Because blank. The life in your body don't respect like that. I was 24, poor with no money, and then bring up my daughter to our life.
Try to treat you. I see all the TikTok. Always drunk when you're fight with him. Send screens out. Trust me. I will go after you. No, no one would disrespect me or my son. That's what I could have done. Forgettable Camille. Trust me. I will get you down. Trust me, Jack. Only held me to post that on Instagram. You got that? Jesus Christ. Mama Anna nuts. Mama Anna's gonna fuck her up worse than polio. Jesus Christ. This lady's insane.
A bunch of excerpts from the conversations with Jack's mom. And the things that she was saying to McKinley are pretty wild for some mother to say. You definitely thought that is your in-law, that's for sure. So that covers the interview. In these 5 hours of content, there are a few more points the girls discuss about the last 2 years, like the time Jack withdrew over 300 grand from their joint account he shared with McKinley on the very day that she was going to buy a car, and instead he spent that money on a house that she never even wanted. And this is without even consulting her.
That same day I bought my car, Jack and I had a joint bank account. We shared a bank account. He would take the money from only put it into this joint bank account and take his cut of money. But when I went into my account, I realized that all my money was gone before I even could wire the money for my car.
The day you were buying your
The day I was buying my car, I went into that bank account, which was where I was gonna use that money to buy my car. I looked at it and it was all gone, and I was like, what? Like I was so confused. Thank goodness I had money in my other accounts because I was making YouTube money, so I was able to wire the money for the car. He took that money from me and put it into the house.
How much?
I want to say $300,000.
And then on top of that, apparently Jack was always calm in front of the camera, and then as soon as the cameras were off, he became verbally aggressive and even escalated to physical aggression once.
He's like, you're
That doesn't surprise me.
And he's spitting on me. He literally, I could feel the spit come off of his mouth because of how close he was to my face, screaming in my ear. And he pushes me as hard as he can into the wall. And I caught myself in my arm, which I have a picture of the bruise from the day after. He pushes me, and I caught myself, and he told me, he was like, oh, you flopped. He's like, stop flopping.
What?
I was like, I did not flop. I said, don't you ever put your hands on me. Ever. And he was like, I didn't put my hands on you, you flopped. He was like, I don't give a f, you flopped. So I walked outside to the outside balcony. I just remember I was on my phone. I think I had texted Michelle on Snapchat, and I was like, bro, like, I need to get the f out of here.
But now, as of the timing couldn't be worse, literally right as this interview started blowing up online, Jack decided to not address it at all, but actually just go to TwitchCon without a pass, sneak in, and start causing some chaos.
Just can't understand the aura. Look at this aura.
What? He was in fucking TwitchCon? Oh my god. Who is allowing this fucking middle school looking fuckboy into TwitchCon? Well, Grant, okay. TwitchCon 2025, I heard nothing but horror stories. It's been nothing but horror stories, so that doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me. Mike Malowski with two eyes here has fucking passed through security. Security was terrible at TwitchCon. Honestly, if like the 1% happens and I grow to be any kind decent sized Twitch streamer, I would never go to TwitchCon after what happened this year. Honestly, with the whole Emu thing, the CEO being trash. Ironically, because of TwitchCon is why I wanted to start streaming more on Kick, and that's why I'm multi-streaming now. Which, by the way, support the Kick just in case. But this is a big part. Why? Because how bad TwitchCon happened, right? And I know TwitchCon is more than just like Twitch streamers. There's also Kick streamers. There's also YouTube streamers. Anyone who does kind of streaming, right? It's more like a streaming con versus TwitchCon. But it's just insane on how many horror stories I'm hearing. And I'm surprised this is my first time hearing Jack Doherty at TwitchCon. Granted, bigger fish needed to be fried, right? Like, way bigger fish. But this is quite interesting to discover. This probably would have been bigger if the whole Emu thing didn't happen.
It's crazy. I've never experienced it. I'm gonna FaceTime mother and father.
And I guess his opening move was to walk up to some random streamers such as Peach Jars.
Who's Peach Jars? Who the hell is this? Chat, who's Peach Jars? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'll look that up. The issue is I don't watch a lot of big streamers. Alright, here we go. Found her Insta. YouTuber, Twitch partner, and more. What, she does a lot of cosplay? Why did he target her specifically? Is my big question. Including adult content, modeling, cosplay. Okay. She does modeling. She appeared on platforms like VRChat and is part of the Gypsy team with significant following and follower base. Controversial takes on other streamers. Why do you target her? This is where I'm a little confused, right? Like, why? Okay.
They started throwing around homophobic and transphobic slurs like it's...
Oh, Jesus Christ, he answered for me. Okay, so she's transgender. Gotcha.
Some sort of like offensive content bingo card. Then, when people called him out for essentially being a scumbag, he tried to argue that he could be offensive like that because his brother's gay.
I'm kidding, but like, my brother's gay. The fact two guys at once. How can I be homophobic? You don't know anything. You're just a woman.
You can still be homophobic.
Oh, and what are you?
Guys, I can't be sexist. I have a mother and a sister. Benedict out. That's seriously the same excuse. Benedict, wherever the hell that one like TikToker would just go, haha, real, and like people blew over. And I remember his apology after a lot like him desperately trying to get on OnlyFans with some people got to the point where he literally said, I have a mother, I have a sister, and they're a powerful woman. Like, he's using the exact same card.
Homosexual?
Reasonable human being.
How am I homophobic? I love my brother.
You did not just hear all the slurs you
So what was... Doesn't mean I'm homophobic just because I say I'm homophobic. I'm homophobic.
What was reasonable?
And nothing's gonna happen to me. That's the problem. No, I'm kidding.
He said the biggest truth ever. Probably all of streaming just now.
I say I'm homophobic. I'm homophobic.
What was reasonable?
Here comes the truth.
That's the problem. No, I'm kidding.
Nothing will happen to him.
My guy, that's not how it works. What? Peach Stars just kept trying to walk away because she clearly didn't want to engage, but Jack followed her around with his camera, trying desperately to get some sort of reaction from her. This will end up backfiring for him because he's the one who ends up giving the reaction in the end.
Just walking away.
She walked up and flicked you off.
Yeah, you walked up and flipped me off, bro. You have nothing to say to me. I'm not homophobic. Wait, time out, time out. What if I wasn't homophobic? What else do you have to say to me?
Transphobic, homophobic.
That for sure. None of my family members are trans, so...
That's why the curls are on the forehead.
You wish, boy. My dad's 69 and had full head of hair.
His dad is 69. Oh, dude, trust me, I know. I fucked your dad, Jack Doherty. I shoved my schlong malong ding dong so far up his asshole, and he did right to me after. It was both ways.
You wish. Now, give me. I need a good comeback. I need something from you.
Trust me, I gave your dad a good combat with my fucking 12-inch meatball sub, if you will. Yeah.
Full of hate. I need you to have one good, hateful comment on me. Something that makes sense. Something that's true. Because I'm not...
You look like Mike Malowski. That one meme with him a full head of hair. You know, in middle school, girls be like, oh my god, Josh is so handsome. Yas! This is Josh.
Better looking than you.
No, because you have nothing to say. You definitely... She was saying mean things to me.
Oh, it's not...
Dude, where's security?
He's homophobic.
Like it's gay, bro.
But it's like, that's not a big deal. My brother's gay. I can say...
This is a dumb clip you're farming, my.
I can say I can say it. If a word offends you, you can cry about it.
During that situation, when things started to escalate, news traveled quickly that Jack was at TwitchCon, and multiple streamers started actively hunting him down. And this wasn't just because Jack has a reputation for being obnoxious, but it was also to confront him about the multiple crypto pump and dump schemes that he's been running over the last year. Because just in case you didn't follow the complete timeline,
forgot about that
McLaren incident, and then getting banned from Kick, I guess he started looking.
How the fuck do you get banned off Kick? This is a platform where you can shake your asshole live on stream. What?
To
How do you get banned from Kick? He was live streaming it. Oh wow, they actually banned him over the McLaren Nixon. I didn't know that. Dude, a fucking random W. Random W from Kick.
try to find some sort of alternative revenue sources. So then he started launching tokens on sites like Pump Fund, where he would create coins or boost existing ones and tell his audience to buy in and then sell into his audience, essentially running away with a bag. So his audience lost money, but at least he made some money. So when streamers finally found out he was at TwitchCon, they immediately started pressing him for why he rugged all those meme coins. Jack tried to deny it,
terrible.
but he himself live streamed the evidence, so that's a little bit hard to deny then, and obviously it's also on the blockchain.
Yeah.
How come you rugged all those meme coins, bro? On Pump Fund.
I didn't.
What do you mean?
You did.
You're still streaming?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
On Pump Fund?
Streaming on Pump. Nah, not on Pump Fund, nah.
Well, you think that was? I mean, you took all the money from those like 4 coins.
I didn't take money from. Look at the charts, boy.
You didn't rug them?
Nope.
It was a straight red candle, bro.
No.
On every single one of them. Yeah,
No, it wasn't.
Dude, I know that. No one
Not
bought you.
every single one was mine.
Coin for $6,000.
You couldn't even move it past 100K. Dude, what happened? Coin couldn't even go past 100K. Zero motion. Jack, let me know when the next coin's dropping. Jack, ECA, please, bro, please.
But after getting confronted about the crypto schemes, Jack was visibly upset. The dude started getting extremely mad, and streamers started following him around the corner and kept calling him out for everything.
That's actually kind of ironic. He went to TwitchCon to, harass people, to clip farm off people's emotions, and then he got full countered, Melioda style. Straight up OG styled motherfucking Uno card.
And that's when Jack completely lost his composure.
What you say?
100K topper.
When you say when my next coin dropping?
Yeah.
Next time I need 6 bandos.
So now?
So never? Not tomorrow.
Okay.
Damn you that, bro. Huh?
100K topper.
Wait, what coin you guys
You
looked
think
at?
you can pump a coin?
Alright, you're so stupid. You can't even let me speak, you idiot.
Go ahead.
What? Can you speak?
Hey, bro, you on that one.
Hey, you guys are dumb. You guys are only 6 days. Is that Marlon? That's great. They have nothing left. They have a rugless.
Doherty has
Dude, are you crying?
100K topper. Look at that loser, bro.
Which is kind of funny because just, minutes ago, he was following around Peach Stars trying to get some sort of reaction from her. But instead, when the tables turn, it was him providing the reaction that he was looking for. And in case he thought things couldn't get more petty, Jack somehow finds a way, because after the whole crypto confrontation, he was so upset that he actually started stealing equipment from other creators.
What?
So, Kanel Joseph, a YouTuber and streamer who was near TwitchCon, got stopped by one of Jack's girlfriends for an interview. They asked him, hey, what do you think about Jack Doherty? And Kanel said this.
What are your thoughts on Jack Doherty?
What's up?
Why?
Because it's Jack Doherty, bro. He's a bro. If he doesn't have no security, bro, he's. Where's he at? Is he behind me? Where's he at?
Would you pull up on him?
I would pull up on him, but like no security, like I'll pull up on him.
Well, that was apparently enough to make Jack confront him directly with his bodyguard, of course, because this guy will not go confront anyone without his paid bodyguard. Because I mean, who else would he hide behind? But Jack
Yep.
got in Cannell's face.
Back to what I was
trying
talking
provoke
about.
him,
He
but
needs
Cannell
that
made it
fucking
very clear
bodyguard.
that he wasn't going to fight because that's obvious what Jack wanted. Because at the end of the day, Jack wanted to bait something so his bodyguard could hop in.
Yep.
Your main income maker right there.
Jack,
Boom.
I got the Twitch. Twitch is not my main income.
Well, then touch me. Do something.
Why are you stuttering? You nervous?
Nah,
Can I touch your heart?
Yeah, you should.
Dude, I love this guy. I love the professional on this man. He's not even reacting to like their bullshit. He's just like, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Fuck. he really is.
Yo, he's nervous. No, he's nervous. No, feel it. Move up. Oh, what? I'm playing for life.
To be fair, the whole like, oh,
And then
my hands on your
Jack
chest and your
couldn't
head.
handle being called.
We're in an argument and your heart's pumping, dude. You're nervous. You're nervous, bro. Okay, you're a fucking idiot. No offense to that calling guy, but come on, dude. You guys are in an argue contest with a possible fight happening. Of course he's nervous. Jack's on the right on that one, not on the right, but like, of course he's nervous. Dumb shit. He is too.
Out, one of his people allegedly stole Cannell's microphone. I mean, it's getting real pathetic out here. So Cannell kept asking for his mic back, and Jack's crew kept playing dumb, like, where'd it go? Oh,
Elmo,
super funny, dude.
Elmo, don't
And
know where
eventually,
microphone
Jack
went.
himself got involved, acting like he was trying to help
Might have
locate
went
it,
up
while it was
Elmo's
very obvious
ass.
that he was just stalling.
Okay, can I get my mic back? Or like,
Looking for it. I actually don't know where it's at, bro. One of the girls has it. She ran away, bro. You should have been meaner.
so the other girl took it.
Someone did, bro. Should have been nicer to her, bro.
Bro, you corny, bro. You know how corny you are, bro. I really do feel bad for you.
I'm corny. You won't stop.
Wait, did he just say thank you?
You know how corny you are, bro. I really do feel bad for you.
I'm corny.
Did he actually say thank you? There's no fucking way the security guard said thank you.
You corny, bro. You
On.
know how corny you are, bro. I really do feel bad for you.
I'm corny.
He said thank you. There's no fucking way he
You're not
didn't
giving
say
your mic
thank you.
back. Whoa, come on.
Don't ask me.
That's what I'm asking. You're back to mine. Who has to?
Bro, who has to?
Wait, are you serious? All those girls are freshly 18? They're freshly 18, bro.
Oh my god, I wish my sister never grows up to be like that, bro.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. He goes after very vulnerable young girls, it seems like, right? Because from seeing a lot of his posse, stuff like that, kind of straight fresh hits of high school. So they have like that posse high school mentality that kind of forms, right? And then just flaunts a lot of money to him and be like, yo, if you do what I tell you, you could be making this money too. And just pretty much, you know, they're stupid. They're kids. Like, they're 18, fresh out of high school. High school doesn't teach us, you know, morals a lot of times, right? And in response, you know, creates these fucking gold diggers.
You wonder why a lot of people don't like you? You do
Content
weird like
vampires.
That. Like, look, if you punch me, if you did a lot, look, if you did other, look, Jack, look. No, I'm just giving you.
The stimulation pills must be wearing out. Look at this man. Look at this man right here. You see that? That's a man of focus, share will, determination. Squirrel!
Listen, no, I'm just giving you. It's weird. Like, bro, it's like some little man child. You taking a mic? He's stealing a mic. Like, that's not a good clip. Like, if you did anything else, that'd have been a good clip. But like, bro, these are your little slaves. Bro, these are your little slaves, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey.
Come on, you come on, bro.
Talk to my man.
Bro,
Talk to him however.
bro, you control them.
my clients.
Look, they're not talking. Look, hey, listen, you can tell them what to do.
Girls, you want to fight with
No,
girls?
I'm not talking to them. I'm not talking to girls. No, I'm just saying, look. No, I'm not fighting.
Who's
I'm just
this
saying,
dude?
Tell them what to do.
Tell them to do
So
something.
just tell me my mic back. Like, you say,
Girls.
bro,
What the
bro,
fuck was that in the
tell them what to
background?
do.
Tell them to do
So
something.
just tell me my.
Hold on. Hold on.
Mike.
I'm so glad I have a small following.
Like you say, girls, bro, you control them. 99 split, like 1%. You get come on, bro.
Yeah, they get
It's just
1%.
weird. Look, you can do anything else, but like the come on, you even know that's like some petty. Taking a mic, that's not.
I'm dead.
Like,
all I'm trying.
It low-key makes you look lame, bro.
Don't talk to my client like that. Seriously, stop.
I mean, even for Jack standards, this is pathetic.
Who?
I mean, this is
Let's
just
go ahead and
some
quit talking to my
middle
client.
behavior. But I mean, hey, that is basically just his brand at this point, and that's what he's built his whole character and reputation on. But at least now, there's a 5-hour recorded interview and an entire TwitchCon disaster to document exactly who Jack really is. And I feel like you can only
AKA,
run this
nothing
kind
will
of operation
happen.
for so long before people start talking. Because once one person breaks their silence, usually others tend to follow. So I mean, he's essentially solidified
Probably
himself
not.
as the biggest skid mark on the internet. And that speaks volumes, as we cover quite a few others that would easily be runners-up for that spot.
Let's call him a skid mark.
Yeah. Dude, he is a skid mark. He's a solidifiable skid mark.
But identify himself as a skid mark. That's classic. That's good.
But other than that, hey, feel free to subscribe if you're new here. Drop a like on this video because watching 5 hours of this, yeah, I'm not getting that time back.
So go to video by Outsee here. Go to video. That was a great coverage of that interview. That was insane. Genuinely insane. The actual fact of Jack being allowed to exist on Twitch. Which is crazy because he got banned from... I think that's genuinely insane. He got banned from... He got banned from... I'm having such a blonde moment. You know, he got banned from the thing. He got banned from, I'm streaming on it right now. Kick, there you go. He got banned off Kick, which, if you guys don't know how crazy Kick can get, like, I'm looking at my Kick right now, right? So if you hit browse, bet you the first thing I see is a chick in her bikini. Just chatting. There's a dude sleeping, which is weird. Yep, there's pools, hot tubs, and bikinis. 651's high mommy is here, right? But they got rid of Jack. Which a crazy random W I was not expecting from Kick at all. I was not expecting that. That was a W decision on Kick. Honestly. Should we watch more on Jack Doherty or what other